When to use what? When to use one-dimensional, when two-dimensional layouts, and how to combine them. Well, there's no right or wrong. It depends a lot on what you're after. And a lot of the time, there are different ways that might achieve the same outcome. So here's an example. If I want this to be stacked, then I can use horizontal or vertical alignment. And remember, we can wrap as well. When you use wrapping, note how this places one item after the other, like beads on a string. Now, if you alter the elements, they reshuffle depending on the available space of the parent, as well as each of the elements. They don't care what's happening in the row above. They just follow one axis and one axis only. So if you want something more structured, like something to align, then you need to switch to the two-dimensional layout approach, creating a grid. There are no strict rules, but you might probably find yourself using one-dimensional layouts more for components, while grid works well for overall structure. But you can totally use what fits your needs. The important part is that you understand how they each work. Once you get the hang of this, usage will come naturally. I'm using very simplified examples here. The real power comes when you start nesting, mixing, and matching these layout tools. There are no hard rules, which is both exciting and, let's be honest, a little frustrating. Without a solid grasp of how each of them works and how they play together, things can quickly fall apart, like a tangled web of elements that collapse when you try to move just one. That's why we're going to take each layout tool apart, see how it works, and then put them all back together, bit by bit. The goal is to make sure you're not just guessing and copy-pasting how stuff might work, but you really start building with confidence.